Hey everyone, this is a game I'm working on called Chronicles of Virtue. My name is Cody. This is a tactical RPG. You play as this character Arya, and a team of truth symbols who live in a world that is just introduced to magic. So as you progress through the story, you learn how to harness that magic, and so do the bad guys. So today we're working on developing more of these spell animations. Coming along pretty good. So the way this works is every character has 2 weapons. Every weapon has set number of spells. We're currently working on the black magic spells. So we've gotten through fire, dark, ice, light, lightning, and water. They look pretty decent. The goal isn't to have perfect animations here. We're going to try to get something that works pretty well and go from there. But ultimately, this is coming across pretty good so far. So today we're going to be working mainly on earth and air. We're going to see if we can get those knocked out. Sorry, let me hide this here. This is our Mixamo window. We're going to see if we can get some of these worked out and see what we can do here. So with that, let's go ahead and I'll kind of show off some of these animations really quick where they're at. A lot of them are going to follow kind of similar vein here. So let's get started. Give me just a moment. We'll get kind of set up here. We are in Godot. We're using Godot 4. Hey, Casey, how's it going? Yeah, it's all good. It was a rare Tuesday stream. What you missed, essentially, is... sorry, just one moment. Just pulling up my my dashboards here. What you missed basically is we did water, and we finished up dark. So I'll kind of show you what those look like. At least show you the particles on them. We'll go there. I'm just getting this set up over here. I know you can't see it, but that's okay. All right, and let me pause this here, and here we go. All right, so let me show you where we're at with these emitters. So here's what we decided on. We get that over here. There's a couple things here. First one we did was fire. I think you've seen fire. All right, looking pretty good. I did add some explosiveness yesterday, which I think helps a little bit here. What it does is it takes a lot of the particles and puts them up front, which I think looks pretty decent. And then lightning did not do a whole lot to lightning. It still sort of looks the same here. Yeah, I did. I also took some of the colors up on it so it glows a little more, and I think it's starting to look pretty good. Ice, this is where we're at with ice. Kind of looks like it's growing ice. Looks pretty decent in game. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Water, here's where we're at with water. So not bad here. I kind of like the water one. Again, not my favorite, but it's also not bad. If I can, there's a lot of particles here, so gotta let them finish. All right, here we go. All right, and here we go. Oh man, why are they not going? There we go. So it is very similar to ice, yeah. So we might look at that one, see if we can change it a little bit. For now, it's kind of what we have, and then here's the dark. I like that one looks pretty decent. I like how that one looks. And then light. Yeah, I like the dark one. I like the light one. The dark one looks like poison. So the reason it looks kind of poisony is I want to have poison spells. I don't want to add any more elements. Yeah, I do think the light and the fire one are the best. The light one looks really good in game too. And then fire definitely looks pretty great. So, yep, not too bad, not too bad. Earth, thinking about the earth one, I got to think of how I want to do this. I think I'm probably just going to take some, let's look at, I have some things in here. Yeah, I will for sure make it move upward. So first things I want to do is set it back at 0 here. So let's go ahead and kind of set some things up. I want to make this recursive, recursively unique, I guess, here. I want to make sure that it's at 0, 0, 0, and it is here, but like the particle spawn location is not. Yeah. Actually it is. Let's see, where are we not at 0? Maybe we are. It might be completely fine. So yeah, velocity here, the direction, change to 1, right? And that should make it go up. You can't tell because of this craziness on the velocities. So we'll reset them back to 0. I think I can probably just make a square that just kind of pushes up something that resembles like Earth in some way. I mean, I do have some stuff here. Even what about just like something? I might be able to just do something simple. We'll check. I'm gonna mess around with some of these. I can always create something new too, or get something new for this. But I like if we can use some existing ones. Oh, that's an interesting question. Probably not to start. I think I probably will. There's gonna be a lot of changes like as I go along. To start, I'm kind of doing the minimum viable product here so that I can have a demo. But after that, at some point, yeah, I probably will do that. That'd probably be good. All right, let's see what this looks like here. I mean, obviously not good yet, but that's sort of what we'll do. Not like that, obviously. Spread, we could do 0. Right, just kind of needs to go up. And then I would probably emit from a point. Right, I think I can make something like this look good. Like, obviously it looks very simple right now, right? But we could do a few things, I think, pretty quickly. So the first thing we could do is, let's get like a nice brown color. A nice dark brown. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I think I'm not seeing it because it's so dark. So I'd get rid of transparency and maybe mix. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find a spot where it cuts out. Okay, I gotta think through that one. Yeah, agree. And I could make it change the landscape in the future again. That's something I might think about. Because it's dark, it's gonna be hard to get on here like this. I will have to probably mix it. But I gotta think of how this works. So dark colors are gonna be hard, right? Because just adding them doesn't quite make them visible. And you can't have like neon. Let me get a better image here. This is just kind of hard to see. And I will probably set like I'll probably set it in a different orientation. Okay, a couple things I need to do real quick. One of the things that I need to do is take the where is it? It's in here, and change this to 1, 1. That's going to be helpful. And then probably for now, let's just go with 1. That's not what I want to do quite. I do want to make it square. And I'll probably set the like direction it's in. Instead of being like this, I can set it to face Y. I could set from there. I guess I could do more. I honestly kind of looking like an earthquake a little bit. The only thing is if you're like completely sideways, it's completely gone because these are 2D, right? So that's a little bit tough to make it look like that. So I think I probably do want it to face Z then, just so you can see it. What I could do though is just squash it. So let me start with 1. Squash this, and I'm thinking like I could even kind of make it like really short lifespan and maybe a lot of them to make it kind of look like it's shaking potentially. It's like that's kind of the goal, is to make the ground look like it's shaking. Sorry, flash warning. Let's see. So let's squash it. Other way. Yeah, I can set how many times it repeats, which is, so like as I do this, right, like if I turn on one shot and I run it, I need to make sure explosiveness is down because it needs a little bit more of a lifetime. Maybe I need more of these. It should be corresponding to the amount in the lifetime and the explosiveness, but they're all emitting at one time. I really want, I think, like, can I put negative explosiveness? No, I cannot. That would do the same thing, yeah. I can, though. I'm not, maybe I need to think about how to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Like, if I had a longer, see how it kind of spreads out. So I could just kind of make it hit multiple times, maybe. Might be a little bit tough. Let's see. Dang, yeah, I kind of expected them to kind of come in not like that, right? So I got to think through that. So it kind of goes and stops. Oh, you know what I can do, though? I can make this longer. Actually, I got this. So I can make this longer. Set a bunch of them. So it's like that. Obviously, it's huge. Not what we're looking for, right? But then, let's go down here real quick. Let's set the vertex color to use albedo. Let's see. All right, getting a little glitchy. Okay, then what we're going to do is we are going to go up here to the display color curves. We're going to make the alpha curve real tight. Like something like this. I'm going to get rid of that one even. So let me turn this off. Oh man. Let's see, is that coming from this? It's not. This is a little bit trippy. Okay, let me set these at here. Let me get a good brown color real quick. All right, let's go to raw and change these to 1. All right, take the blues out of there. Something like we're getting closer to the right color. Yeah, definitely a rave. I'm not sure why, because I set the, I guess I could check this. Let me check the alpha curve. Okay, it was the alpha curve. I think it was just kind of glitched. Yeah, okay, so let me set this curve. What? Interesting. Very interesting. So it only works at what, 1? All right, squishing it. Probably because of this. Yes, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, let's go back to this curve then. And I can kind of squish it. All right, how much can we squish it? All right. So my goal here is, yeah, it kind of looks like just an earthquake. I'm going to set it on the ground real quick. Let me see if there's a... it says its position is 0. Not really sure what's going on there. It's clearly not. Okay. Cool. Oh my goodness. It zooms so much. All right. So something like this. Let me change it more brown. Right. The goal really is that it's supposed to kind of look like an earthquake, like the earth is shaking. Right. And then with some sound added to it, right? Hopefully it looks more like it's shaking. All right. And then let me go back here. Can I mix now that I've... Can. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's see if I can pull this color up now. If it... Oh, never mind. No, I don't want to do that. That's the... I don't think I do anyway. Nah, I don't. Okay. So... I think something like this. Very simple, I know. Let me see if I can get some more color on it, like less transparency. Man, I really want to use... the full thing. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's all right. Gotta figure that out. Oh, maybe if I set it as is RGB. Nope. All right. Cool. Let's look at what this looks like. I don't know what this will look like really, right? If this will look like an earthquake of some kind. I also don't know if that's the best way to do it. Maybe it is better just having like flying rocks. But I think flying rocks is kind of boring-ish. Right? Not sure. I need to think about that. I mean, I could do both also. I could do flying rocks and an earthquake. Maybe that's not bad. Right? If it starts kind of like if while earthquaking I had rocks kind of come up and kind of tumble around. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? It kind of shakes and the rocks kind of come up and kind of tumble around. That probably works. I'll see. This might look really stupid in game. All right. I also did some optimization, so you should see that the game moves much, much cleaner than it did, which I'm very happy about. Hey, Journey to the Best. Been doing all right. How about you? Good to see you. Yeah, it has been a long time. All right, let's see here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I didn't even see them. They're probably underground. Interesting. All right. Oh, man. All right. It's probably just not. Let me set it to something where you can definitely see it first. Just to make sure I get everything right. Actually, white might not even look that bad. White with like a hint of brown. Interesting. How have you been? How's your game coming along? But yeah, I probably will add some rocks popping up for sure. But yeah, no, doing all right. Currently working on the animations for the spells. So have come quite a bit, I guess. My goal here, I got a lot going on this month. My goal is by the end of the month to have a Steam page. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a good goal. There's still a lot to do. I think I want to get, I can get some good screen caps. I'm gonna have to develop a couple stages because I don't want all of my screen caps in Steam to be this. I mean, this looks nice, but it's not what I want all of my screen caps to be, right? So yeah, have a little bit of work to do there. I will probably also try to have a playable demo of some kind at the same time. at least something light, right? Maybe not like a whole lot, but at least kind of an opening sequence. And yeah, that should let us start getting some feedback, which I think will be good and important. Okay, I can kind of see it trying. So it's underground. That's the problem. All right. Let's it's also not not one shot. All right. So let me raise it up. That probably is why it was raised up. How many is that? Okay, that's not bad. Well, sweet. Yeah, I understand the the issues. It happens for sure. But no. Well, very cool. I hope your tangential project was good. Understand that too. But hopefully all of that's going well. Are you starting to get back into it? You still working on another project? All right. I'm hoping this looks good here. I have a pretty good feeling. I do think it kind of looks earthquakey. We'll see, like, in context. But yeah, I think I've got to figure out how to kind of make a couple rocks toss up as well, or like shutter on top of the ground, which I think could look good, right? So it looks more like an earthquake, and sound would help as well. I mean, if you just had a sound, maybe I need to go get that and add it. Sound I need to add too. So sound is a big one that will probably take a little while to get good sound, and I really need that before a demo. I don't really have much sound going on here. Okay, interesting. We're close. I mean, glowed under my feet. Glowed. What's the past tense of glow? 1 second. Like, why does glowed sound so weird? Past tense of glow. Glowed. I mean, it is glowed. I don't know why that sounds so wild. Glowed. I feel like glued is. I know glued's not right. Okay, I know glued means something different, but I don't know. Glowed sounds crazy. It doesn't sound like a real word. It's what is it called? Word saturation. It's semantic satiation, right? But I haven't heard glowed that much. Absolutely solidified. Yeah. Why does glowed sound so stupid? I mean, even like looking at the word, like looking at it, I guess looks a little bit better. If you look at it, it looks like a real word. But saying it out loud, I feel so, I don't know, glowed. Well, cool. I got you. Well, good luck on your project. Yeah, and I think that's good. You know, planning it out as you go along is good. So hopefully that goes well, and by the time you jump into it, you kind of know what you're doing. So it makes sense. All right, let's look at this. So that's the idea. I mean, not crazy about it, but not bad. Let's throw some rocks on top of it. Let's add a sub emitter and see what we can do. It's a nice bass effect, right? It's like nice. Let's turn this off. It's nice as like the base of an effect. And then I think if you threw some rocks out of it, right? I think it'll look pretty good. So let's see if I can add a sub emitter. All right, add a child node. I don't know how this works. I've never added a sub emitter, so we're gonna learn this together. Yeah, glowed sounds so weird. I agree. Oh, you know what? Actually, instead of that, let's just copy the earth effect. And let's test this out first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to real quick. Yeah, I've got to make this recursively unique. I have to make this recursively unique. And then what I should do is real quick make this like a 0.2 by 0.2, and I'm just going to throw it up really fast. That way I can like see what it's going to look like. So 1010, and then let me turn off the alpha curve. So when that triggers, it's going to look like this. which obviously isn't what I want. But I'm trying to test this. So, let's assign this as a sub emitter. All right. Okay. How does that work? Let's look at the documentation here. Sub emitter. We used as a submitter. Can be used to achieve effects such as fireworks, sparks on collision, and more. When submitter set, that target will no longer emit particles on its own. Do I have to turn it on? Like, do I have to have this on? No? Interesting. It's like this is on, and then I turn this on. Oh, and that doesn't work. Okay, I see. I see. So this is not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Not quite what I'm looking for. So sub emitter is not it. So I just need to turn on multiple, which is going to be interesting. I got to figure out how I want to program that. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just add a little script. This is, I think, pretty easy. Attach a script to earth effect that says, just put it in process. If emitting, then I can say, I can make a new node up here that says like sub effect. We'll call it variable sub effect export, and we'll make it a node. Okay, and then we'll say sub effect dot. Okay, sub effect. So here's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is just writing code that I can pick another particle emitter, right? When I pick another particle emitter, which is what this export is, and I say, hey, if this is emitting, right, set emitting on that particle to true. Otherwise, if it's not emitting, sub effect dot emitting equals false. Now here's how this works. When I add this, I actually just come in here and I pick one and I kind of add this as a node to my my scene, and then I delete it. So it's not like I'm going to be running a bunch more logic, or I shouldn't be unless something's broken. So I shouldn't be running a lot more logic here. So it should be pretty simple. And then what I can do is go to earth effect. And you see this sub effect? I can just assign it to earth effect too. So now it won't run. I mean, I could make it run in my my editor, but right now it doesn't. But now if I ran this without testing the code, first off, so hopefully all works well, but I should be able to kind of tag, like kind of create pairs, maybe even multiple more than that of effects. So I can kind of layer effects a little bit easier this way, I think. It should turn on and off with the emitter. So one is a one shot. The other one is set as a one shot as well. It's probably fine. But I don't know how that works with a one shot. Again, it's probably okay. We're going to try this out. And if this works, then I can layer a lot more effects. So I can go back to my old effects even, right? If I want to layer some effects, it becomes a lot easier to do. So let's look at this. Earth. All right. Let's see what happens. So you see that? I mean, kind of interesting. It's not a one shot, so I'll have to turn on one shot to make sure. But yeah, okay. So now if I get that emitter looking okay, right? And then maybe I'll make the sound with my mouth. Let's see. So that's pretty good. So both these would be on. I need to turn this back to one shot. I will in a little bit. First, let me get it looking good. So then what I want to do is probably have a spawn, like box, maybe points, ring. Yeah, I think it'll look cool. So not quite like that. I need to turn, here's what I need to do. I need to turn gravity on for these. So I need a gravity acceleration in the negative Y direction. Actually, let me turn this to like 20 just so I can see. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, kind of see what that looks like. Let me make this ring smaller. Okay. See how that's kind of looking? Let me see about changing this right here to something that looks a little bit more solid. Not that for sure. Interesting. I might not have anything more solid. I might have to go either build one. I mean, it's a rock, right? How hard is it to build a rock? Also, what I can do is let me turn on radial. Actually, the radial velocity. Do I have the option of radial velocity? I can turn on like a 25-degree spread. Yeah, starting to look kind of like rocks. Let me change the color of these to make them darker, but I don't want them to be transparent. I wonder if I can make this... Can I set this higher than 1? No. That's okay. So I probably need to mix this one instead of adding it. Let's see what I can do there. Transparency instead of add, mix. All right, let me see if I have any textures that I can kind of use here. I'm not going to use that one. That's super ridiculous, but okay. Man, I use black background without without that all the time. How do I do that? Like this, I'm pretty sure the fire is mixed. Let's check. Oh, but it's actually a clear background, which maybe is the difference. It is mixed. That probably is the difference. Okay. So maybe I do need add. Maybe I just need to... Man, I really want something darker. Let me look at how the transparencies I'm setting. That would probably help. I can set the lifetime a lot lower on this one. All right, and then transparency in here. It is disabled. Okay. Okay, maybe something like that's not too bad. If I just... Let's see, does change the darkness make them transparent? It does. Man, okay. It kind of looks like popcorn. I feel like I'm making popcorn, which is a good effect for an earthquake. So I feel like it actually is getting there. I don't know why they're transparent. I want them to be more solid. Oh, that's the only thing. I wonder if I change the shading. Oh, interesting. No, don't want to do that. Let's see. No. The other thing, I guess, is I could make them the opposite color and use subtract, which will make them dark. Maybe that is what I need, because it's probably because it's darker than the atmosphere, so adding's not doing a whole lot. So what's the opposite of this? Blue? Maybe not quite. Okay, so blue. I don't see those getting brown. Purple. I think we're getting there. Wait, what if I subtract white? Yeah, that's black. Now, what would I subtract, right? Subtractive color here, subtractive color. Okay, black, I guess white minus what is black? Oh, you can't even see this window. Let me make it so you can see this window. We don't want that. Actually, I can't. Okay. Pretend there's a window there. It's a color picker. That's unfortunate. All right, it's fine. All right, maybe I need to Google this. Okay, so if I subtract green, it turns green. If I subtract red and green, why is it turning so green? It's like it ignores the red. Okay, I think we're getting there. All right. Trying to get brown. I want a brown color. I know it's orange, right? So I think it's like some combination of green and red, but it's also subtractive, right? Because to get this dark color that's actually like solid, I'm needing to subtract it. If I subtract green, I get green and blue. I don't know how this works. Oh, there's this blue here. I'm not even really sure how this works, to be honest. Maybe something like that. I mean, that's not too bad. Let me get a better picture in here. Let's see what I got. I mean, I might just have to make a rock texture. Like, I'm trying to use existing textures because they're kind of abstract anyway. But I might have to just make a rock texture, because obviously none of these look like rocks. Like, that's the closest thing. And then if I make them smaller, like that kind of almost looks like a rock. The color's not good. Let's see. I mean, I could just try to make it that color, I guess, and not do this subtractive color thing. Maybe I'm trying too hard there. I just don't know why it's so clear. Let's see. Let's see what I have here. So if I set this back at all white, if I set it all black, it's all disappears, right? Yeah. I could try like all higher numbers. Oh my goodness. I mean, that makes them show up a little better. I wonder if I can get a good color out of it. Neon brown is what I'm looking for, which I think is like, brown is a reverse neon orange, right? So neon brown would just be orange, right? All right. Okay, I think that'll look pretty decent once it's on the ground. I might give them a little bit more velocity up. So like instead of 5, but not that much. Like 10. Oh no, 5 and 7. Right? Something like that. And then I'm gonna get rid of the spread actually, so it's kind of pop up and down. Maybe like 10-degree spread. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Radial acceleration. Oh, don't want radial acceleration. What I want is, I thought it was a velocity here. Animated velocity, yeah, orbit velocity. Or maybe it was radial. Nope, not radial. So orbit velocity. Let's go. Oh my goodness, that's not what I want either. Maybe it was radial. But why is it? I guess they just spin out of control, okay? I mean, I think that is what I want. That's looking okay. I just wish they weren't so transparent, right? Maybe fewer rocks would help. I just wish they were a little bit, and I could set the explosiveness up a little bit. All right. Let me see how long. You know, I might even need these to be one shot because they're controlled by this, right? So when this turns on, it'll turn on, and when it turns off, they'll turn off. So I might actually be okay doing something like this. Those kind of look like rocks. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. All right, let me turn this back on. Let's see if we can get some hue variation in there. See if that helps. I already have some. Oh, it's too much. All right, don't want any of that. The random slider adds randomness to everything. The emission randomness ratio, if I set it to 1, it does that. I don't exactly know what it does though. It's just that emission randomness ratio. I think it's potentially like maybe while if I have some randomness and some of this stuff down here. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not gonna try to make something up. But yeah. All right, sounds good. Hey, it was good seeing your journey. Hopefully all is well. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, maybe randomness would help the rocks. I don't know. I gotta figure out why they look so transparent. Like, I guess maybe I just need. It's because I'm using add, right? And I have a black background. I probably just need to go take them into a tool and make them have a transparent background, or just go develop a new model for a rock. I feel like this is pretty easy to get a model for a rock. I'm probably trying too hard to avoid using a model for a rock. I feel like this shouldn't be that hard. I probably have something actually that I could just use. All right, so here's what this looks like though. Let's see. Here we go. I mean, not terrible. I do want to lower this a little bit so it kind of just peaks up over. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even need to do that. What I could probably do on this, honestly, let's do this. All right, let's just do this. Texture. All right, texture. Just a new mesh texture. The mesh is going to be a sphere mesh. I don't know if a sphere mesh will work. I need like a circle mesh. New plane mesh. All right. I may have to go draw it up in Blender, but it's got to be 2D. Yeah, probably 200 seconds. It doesn't have to be 2D, but I can make 2D objects here. Placeholder mesh. I feel like I can make. What's a torus mesh? Oh no, it's a torus. It's like a donut. I feel like I should be able to make a circle, right? Like I can make a sphere, but I really need to be like a circle. Are rock squares? No, it doesn't let me do a circle. It lets me do like a plane. It lets me do like, I could do an array mesh. But I don't have an array for it. Tell you what. Here, I got an idea here. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe. I think I did use this is a mesh texture. And I think it's a 2D, but I could be wrong. Yeah. So maybe I need there's a texture 2D. How about noise? What does this generate? What? Min maps? Let's just use an image. And what I'll do is just add the image. Here's, where's my PowerPoint at? I see it on the screen. There it is. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see what we have in here. One moment. No, none of those. All right. This is hard. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but I'll surprise you. What do you think? I'm just kidding. That's not gonna work. All right, I just need to draw a rock. I need to draw a rock with transparent background. I'm just gonna take one online. It needs to be stylized a little bit, ish. I can probably find a free one. I don't like big rocks is the thing. Maybe it does need to just be, here you go. Let's see. I got this. This is actually exactly what I need. Gotta wait. It's worth the wait here. All right. It's loading. All right, here we go. Art. Magic. Wait. It says it's not a PNG file. No, this is so good. Okay, let me try this again. 1 second. What do you mean it's not a PNG file? It is a PNG file. The file's corrupt. What does that mean? No. Dang. Okay. We do little skulls. Oh man, this was so good. All right, let's try this again. All right. Here we go. It was like a fake penis. It's probably a virus. All right, okay, here we go. Let's set to mix. The color's all messed up. You can't tell. It's got googly eyes. I think it's perfect. I think just something like this will work. I need to find something that's gotta be royalty free. All right. And man, why isn't the background? I think it's a transparent background. Maybe I need alpha. Okay, I gotta figure this out. So like my fire, for example, right? Because it's a flip book, maybe it's a little different. Maybe I'm trying too hard, right? Maybe I just need to use like my my little things. Man, okay. I wonder if it's, yeah, I'm not sure why it's drawing the background. I mean, it's like I'm clearly looking at an image that has a transparent background, and I like these have transparent backgrounds, but for some reason the background's not transparent on these. Maybe I am missing something here. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not sure what. Interesting. All right, so like these are SVGs. Maybe it's like, maybe I need a scalable vector graphic. Maybe that's what I need. All right. Let's try this. That's a PNG. All right, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. I give up. I'm gonna draw one in Blender. 200 seconds. Timer on the clock. Let me see if I can make sure I'm sharing Blender here. Let's see if I minimize this. Do you see Blender? Nope, let me share it. Actually, let me open Blender 4.1. That was old Blender. All right, pivoting here. We're gonna build one in Blender. I was trying to avoid Blender because I am not all that savvy in it, but I think this is pretty easy. I think we'll make a texture with some noise on it. We will try to turn that into some sort of circle. It's all 2D. I think that's the hard part that I'm not sure I really think is going to actually probably already have something I can kind of use. Let me share my screen here. All right. So something like that. So this is like what I made this. I made the ground, right? I think I could try to turn this into a rock of some kind, but I'm not sure exactly the best way to do that in Blender, unfortunately. I mean, I'm sure it's super easy. I'm sure if someone was on here, they'd say, hey, that's really easy. But all right, so let's see what I can do here. Ultimately, what I want to do, I think, is cut a small piece of this out. That's roughly circular. That's a lot of, it's like if I sculpt here, I could try to turn it into like a ball of some kind. Let's see. I may have to go figure out how to do this. Let's see what tools I have. At my disposal here. Man, I did not like that. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. procedurally generated rocks. All right, tell you what, for the rocks, I'm gonna come back to it. I've got other things to do. Okay, I'll come back to the rocks. I'll delete these for now. These were not working. I will just put something in there for now. Let's see if I can find. I got lava. I wonder what lava looks like. No, I think that's the sword effect. I'll just add something for now, but I'll come back and I'll update it later. For now, let me just add like these, right? Actually, you know what? If I take these and I mush them, take the stone from the bottom left. Yeah, I gotcha. I probably could and should do that. I think that'd be pretty easy to do. I'm just not very versed at all in Blender. I really need to work on my Blender abilities. For now, I might just kind of stretch one of these out, make them spin a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. These are not spinning, so this is not, I don't want radial velocity. I want angular velocity. Yeah, they don't spin very fast though, do they? Okay. Okay, so this combined with something like that, right? Then I turn them brown. I will replace that sprite with something better at some point. Let's turn these all to 1. All right, let's take the blue out. Make it kind of more brown. Come down here, let's turn back on this. Man, they're still so transparent. Yeah, I think they would. Why are they transparent though? What if I just turn this brown? Maybe it's because of just how that's... I'm probably missing something. It's so wild. Why are they transparent? I don't understand. No, my alpha channel thing, I can check real quick. So a couple things. Right, transparency is disabled. Oh, it's because this needs to be mixed. There we go. Okay. All right, we figured it out. It's because it's adding not a full 1 to it. Okay. We're good. Now I can use this again. And I can reset that back at white. Use this color. Try to get a good brown there. Something like that. I think it's pretty close. Maybe make them smaller in general. I think they are a little bit big. Let's see. 0.05 and 0.1, 0.2. Okay, and then what I can do, I think, is set. Okay, that's not bad. I can set some variation. Let me try some hue variation here. Not very much, just a little tiny bit, just to give them a little bit of character here. Too much. I don't know if they're brown really anymore. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this hue variation. I don't think it's helping much. All right. I think something like that looks decent. I may increase the velocity a little bit, like the starting velocity. I can't do much. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. I guess I could just pull gravity down more. You know, or just set it like this and do less initial velocity. Let's see. So what if I do that and I set the initial velocity at 1 and 2? Oh, interesting. Could slow work with a rumbly sound? Nah, it looks way better faster. Yeah, it looks fast. Looks much better faster. Okay. Slow. You kind of like slow? Let's see. They just kind of look slow motion, you know? It's. Oh, you know what? I do have my color curve set. I could probably turn that off. And they'll stay brown. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe a little bit faster. Right, like maybe like something like that. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think faster does look more dangerous. Something like that's not bad. I think it comes a little bit too high, so I can probably pull the gravity down a little bit. Like, that looks pretty decent. That looks kind of painful. Right? There you go. And there's actually one more thing we can do here. Let's copy this code and do it one more. We'll say sub effect 2. I got one more thing I think I want to add here. And so essentially, I think I want one more emitter. Let's add and copy this, I guess. I'll copy the earth effect because it's pretty similar, I think, to what I want on the earth effect. The only thing is I want just one. And let me go make that unique. Make that unique. All right. And then what I want to add here is, let's see if I can find it here. What did I do with this? Okay. And I'm gonna make this actually face Y. Let me turn this one off so we can see it. Okay. Oh, let me do this real quick. Earth effect 3 assigned there. Let me remove the script from this one. All right, it should be on. Let's see, I might have broken it though. Oh. Okay. Let's turn this off. I might not be able to do it. Essentially, I had some cracked ground texture that I wanted to kind of add, which I guess I could still do, just make it kind of like show up, right? Which wouldn't be too bad, but I'm not sure why the cracked ground's not showing up. Let's set this to like 100. It could just be that it's too small. And it also could be that I'm just not viewing it from the right angle. Ah, exactly what it is. I'm not viewing it from the right angle. So really, I can't even view it at like a side angle. It's kind of bad. So yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, maybe it will. I mean, that's okay. Let's turn this back to 1. And then what I want to do is turn velocity to 0. This might end up looking stupid. If it does, I'll clear it, but I kind of think it might look all right. Yeah, it is. Like, it faces... Oh, I got to turn... I think I know why it's doing that. I think I got to turn billboarding off. So it should face Y, yeah. Okay, let's turn velocity off. So it should just kind of show up. And then what I'm going to do is... there's a size changing. Scale, yeah. Let's get rid of the scale. Changes. No gravity. Color should be brown. I guess I do need to use... Oh, you know what? I can set this down here. I don't have to worry about that whole thing we just dealt with. Or maybe I do, I'm not sure. I do, but that's okay. It can be faint. Yeah. I might have to remove the background on it. It's okay. And then what I'd want to do, I think, though, is I'd want to set it to face Y. Right? But I want to turn billboarding off, I think. Let's go to billboard. Billboard. Yeah, see. Something like that, I think, can look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and make it. I think I can make it actually if I go back to here and I change this to subtract, and I do use albedo. I can make this white, and I can come up here, make that white. Something like that, I think, could be kind of cool. Right? And then what I could do is make it fade in and out. So I can use my alpha curve, new curve, something like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, make it glow. That could be good. Maybe a little more red. Okay. Now if I add some hue variation. Yeah, I should add more effects like this. That might be a little much. I mean, it's kind of cool, but might be a little bit much, just with the variation. It's just because I'm varying the hue just randomly, I think. I think I can get rid of that. Let's just not have any hue variation. But yeah, that looks cool. All right, so together we'd have this going. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. All right. Let's see what this looks like together. Yeah, these are cool. I probably need to add more effects like this. I like these. All right, let's see what this looks like. And yeah, with ice, I could probably make it kind of ice over on the ground. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I can probably make it ice over on the ground a little bit. And I could make some of these more permanent. I mean, like they're temporary right now. I may be able to make some of them more permanent. Like if you do it, I'm not sure. Not really sure yet. You know, we can play around with that. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, lightning. You know, I should add for the lightning one, I should make it like really glow. I think I could do that and that would look sick, right? Whenever the lightning kind of strikes, the whole ground gets like starts doing this. Yeah, that could look cool. All right, let's see what happens. Earth. All right, see what happens. I need to raise it up. I mean, honestly, even that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I need to raise this up. What is it at right now? It's at 0. So probably like, I'll try to raise it to 0.5 and see what happens. I also want to raise this up 0.5. So maybe 0. So that was at negative 0.4. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, that could be cool. So like, yeah, you have to kind of walk through it. Maybe it slows you down or something. I got to think through that. It'd be easy, I think, to make like fire also kind of catch things on fire. Yeah, I don't know. Got to think through it. Could definitely be cool though. Interesting. All right. Maybe. Did something here break? I don't think I changed enough to break anything. Okay. Guess it was just taking a second to load. Weird. All right. Cool. So let's see what this looks like. Oh man, they're off the ground quite a bit. I think I can modify it without... Okay, let me do this. Let me move this over here. I think... Yeah, exactly. I think I can modify these without doing that. So like without actually closing it. Let me see if this actually takes. I'm gonna move them down by 1/4 of a meter. Let's see what happens. All right. Still a little bit high. So maybe I move it down like another 1/10 of a meter. Yeah, maybe you're right. Let's, oop, that one I don't want to do like that. I want to do negative 0.4. All right, let's try this. Okay, it's the end. I think you're spot on. Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to look at the skybox for a second. So I think it's 0.1. And this, I think, would be negative 0.45. Okay. Oops, that's okay. Earth. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, it's working out pretty well. Okay, so that was pretty good. I'm gonna lower it down just a hair more. But yeah, I do like that feature in Godot. It is working pretty well. Okay, so I'm gonna make that like 0.08. The Earth effect, I'm actually gonna raise up a little bit, like 0.35. We'll see how that goes. Oops. All right, that's not bad. Maybe a little tweaks here and there. But not bad. Yeah, I don't feel like anything's shaking. I could shake the camera. I did see the rocks. Yeah, you didn't see the rocks? The rocks are popping up. See them? But they just kind of pop up. I think they need to stay low, right? I think there's... Oh, you're on your phone. I think they need to stay low. So let me go here to the rocks and add some more gravity. I think they need to stay really low. See what these look like. Maybe even lower than that. I think they got to stay like just a tiny, tiny bit off the ground. Because I think it kind of needs to look like a rumbling, right? Like a rumbling effect almost. Let's see what that looks like. All right. Okay. I'm not really sure that actually impacted anything here. That looked exactly the same. Yeah, it's just way too many rocks. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I gotta have to close this for that. So let me turn these back on here for a second. All right, like I feel like that should have been a rumbling like that. Like obviously the rock effect isn't good, right? Like those are not good looking rocks. And then maybe this isn't all that great either. Let's see where this is relative, because I feel like that's pretty well on the ground. Like, I think that looks decent. Yeah, let's try it just like this. But yeah, it's throwing a lot of rocks into the air. I think I may need just either a better rock texture. I think that helps. Yeah. But I gotta think, like, cause if I grab just like a stupid looking rock, it's not really gonna help at all here. It is hard to imagine when the texture is kind of goofy. It's taking a long time to load, not sure why. All right, let's see. Earth. Let's see. All right. Not a whole lot. I think the ground looks pretty decent. It might need to go a little lower even. I think it's kind of clipping through their feet. Try it one more time. It's pretty close to on the ground. Yeah, the rocks kind of just disappeared there. So I need to probably pull the rocks up a little further. Hey, thanks for the follow, Godot Game Dev. Hope all is well. Thanks for the... Appreciate the follow. Let me try taking this up a hair. So maybe you just increase this a little bit here. Let's see. I need to look at it from the side to make sure it's... Yeah. Maybe I can try to make them look a little bit different. What if I make it just like a hair darker? That might help. What if I went the other direction? Instead of that, I had fewer, like 50. Right? Instead of just like a rumbling, what if I did go like kind of like an explosion like this? That's not bad. It's like the ground's opening up and unleashing a shower of rocks. Actually, kind of cool. Not bad, actually. All right, all right. I think I might like that. Maybe even 100. That might be too many. It would kind of rain on the whole field. Yeah, you'd kind of get some... You'd see like a little bit like this. But I mean, that's just an effect. But it kind of does all come out like there. It's like you're opening a portal to rocks. That's kind of interesting. With the little glow. Which, yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. I think that might work. It's a little different take on, like an earth spell. It's not really like an earthquake at that point. It's more like you're opening up the ground and sending rocks at the person, which is interesting. It's Def Leppard album. Instead of pour some sugar on me, you're pouring molten rock. Portable rock. I like it. Let's see. Looks like it's gonna start up normal this time. All right, let's see what happens. And I think some sounds would help as well. I mean, it's hard to sell it without sounds, you know? Like... Yeah, that's not bad. That's not too bad. I can probably make the lights fade out. Or get rid of the light entirely. So I'm not sure it's really doing much. Like the glow. But it kind of is. It just kind of looks like rocks get thrown everywhere, which I think is pretty good. I'll probably put a distance fade on it. But honestly, not bad. Like, that's not terrible. Let me... Oh, man. All right, that's fine. Okay, let me do this real quick and change... Just one big hole covering all 5 spaces. Interesting. That's interesting. It could be cool. Okay, so here's the only hard part. The only hard part is that's not how it's coded. But that's okay. Could recode it. Right? I'll think about it. I would have to recode it, but it's not like I don't have the data. Like I could still code it pretty easily. Probably right like in almost no time at all. It's special code for that one, right? So basically I would have on here, I would say if magic spell dot this. Okay, let's try it. If magic spell dot this equals earth, cells equals cells 0. I think that's all I have to do. Equals. Right, and then what I would do is I would come in here back to this. I would make this earth effect much bigger. So like roughly 5 times the size, right? So maybe like 1 and 0.25. Oh, not that. Oops. For this one, I would make this 10 by 10. Or maybe like a 5 by 5, maybe not like too huge. Like this, I would probably go ahead and throw more rocks. I mean, even something like that, maybe. Ah, so I could do it with all the spells. That's interesting. That's really interesting, actually. So then I would only do. All right, let's try that real quick. So I think that's pretty easy to code up. Let me check real quick what the. I think I actually already have that, like what my target is. That is interesting. There might be some modifications I have to do to all of the spells. But that might be okay. It might be worth it. Let me check real quick. The only thing I don't know, like on fire, right? I only want it to hit. I want it to hit everybody in the target area, right? I want the animation to look like that. So I don't know that I would change that one. But yeah, I do have target cell. So, so that's good. Interesting. So what I would do then is just, instead of this, I would just say target cell. It's like I could even have variables target cell equals magic spell dot target cell, right? Cells equals target cell. Fire might be the exception, so maybe I could do it like, I don't know, it's hard because I mean you're casting magic, right? Like lightning, you probably also want to do that, right? Certain ones, like I'm not sure about water. Yeah, water you could just have a single one. So it's probably by spell. And so maybe like in the spell I could define a parameter that's like area of effect, maybe, or something along those lines, right? Where it just kind of does one thing instead of every spell, every square it's attacking. I think that's a good idea. And I could do that pretty easily, I think. Barely an inconvenience. Super easy. Let's see if this works. Let's look at Earth and see what it looks like. Might have made it too big. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And yeah, so like water, I could make it kind of wash over everybody and just do it once. Ice, same thing. Lightning, I'd probably just do it. Well, lightning, I guess. Lightning already looks kind of okay-ish, I think. Okay, so let's see. So earth. Oh, I need to switch weapons. Earth. Let's see what that looks like. Nothing. Okay. Let me think. Why didn't that work? Cells equals target cell. Oh, because it's needs to be an array. So let me go back to cells equals cells 0. Just because I made it an array. Just so I can keep the same thing here. That should only go on the target cell. I feel like I like this. You know, sometimes those animations just disappear. We watch those particles just disappear for some reason. But no, I think in this case it was coding. It was bad coding. No, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it can be very good. All right, let's see. I got it loading again. I wonder what happened. All right, Godot. There you go. Let's see. Earth. Let's check this out. Oh, maybe we did lose all the animations because that should have worked. Let me check them out. I mean, they're on right now, so yeah, I didn't lose them. I don't think this is doing much, but it's fine. Okay, so why didn't that work? Let's go back to casting magic. So element name is Earth. I'm fairly confident this happens. And then I set cells equals to cell 0. If cells equal to cell 0, let's see if it printed cell. I don't know that it did. So I passed Earth, yeah. Should have been here. Hey, Web Boss Gamer. How's it going? Good to see ya. It's going pretty well. Working on some animations. Let's check. Yeah, if I take this out, we'll see if it comes back. I think it's going to look pretty bad. We're working on some animations, working on some different ideas for how this Earth spell looks. And I think it's coming along. Yeah, I might just have to have a second one, right? Like say, hey, if it's got this parameter, I'll go set the parameter to be like area of effect, right? If it has this parameter, go run this certain script that ignores the for loop. Otherwise, do it. But I still had an array. Oh, you know what? I didn't have an array. I did the same thing. I appreciate it. Thanks a ton. Your motivation here motivates me, so it's a good loop. I appreciate that. Okay, I see what happened though. I got rid of the array and truncated it down to a value. So if I switch it from a value to an array or an array to a value, it's not going to work because the for loop won't work because it'll be for a single. Anyway, that was the problem. I feel pretty good about that. So this is going to look terrible. Just FYI, it's going to look really, really bad. We can at least get the sense of the size. Okay. Honestly, it didn't look that bad. I mean, it didn't look great, but I kind of like the bigger cracks on the bottom. I think I might make them even bigger for like the full thing, because that wasn't too terrible. Let me double that size again and go to 10. Okay. I may just not have anything here. I don't think this is actually doing much. I'm not sure. Let's look at it real quick. If that's on. Yeah, this is really not doing anything at all. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I mean, I still have it. So I think just this looks good. All right, we'll try it. Okay, so save that. Let me go back to here, back to the script. Okay, so what I need to do is if it's Earth, cells equals an array with value cells. 0. That should work. I think that works. We'll find out. But I think it's gonna look good big like this. Here we go. I really hope so. I think it will. I think it will. I feel pretty good about it. Just kind of some weird bugs. That's fine. All right, let's see. Earth. The goal is that it really only casts on like one location, but still kind of hurts everybody. All right, yeah. I think that is much better. I think that's a lot better. Let's look at it one more time. It kind of goes off the edge. I might make it a little bit smaller so it like fits inside the bounds. But I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Sounds good. Yep. Well, best of luck with your work, and yeah, talk soon. I think like Holy I'll keep the same because that one looks pretty good. Just like this, right? I mean, it kind of already looks like that, right? Fire I'll leave the same, I think. I'm about to kill myself here in the game. But like this one looks pretty good. Just on the squares. The lightning, I think, looks pretty decent just on the squares. Ice and water. Oh, interesting. Dang it. I keep messing up lightning. Okay, so here's what happened with lightning. Okay, let me turn these off. All right, lightning. All right. Let me set this unique recursively. Go back, update to my lightning texture. Where is it? Lightning. Yeah, fire looks great. I like fire a lot. Man, I messed this all up. That's okay. So this was what? 0.2 and 5, maybe 1 and 5, or maybe it was 2 and 5. Okay. Was I using that lightning? I was, yeah. And then down here, under the material, 2 and 2. If I have loop off. I just have them loop. And then Here, I just messed this up. Yeah, definitely add. Don't think I need anything there. Yes. I think I can make this more blue-ish. I could probably add actually some glow here. Yes, exactly right. We're both on the same page. Hey, the colors kind of look cool, honestly. Oh yeah. Yeah, same time, same mind. I agree. That was pretty direct. I kind of want to be a little more blue, maybe. I don't know if I can make it more blue like this. Kind of looks cool with the yellow. Like that. That's maybe too yellow. I think that looks pretty good. I've got some hue variation in there, but I think that looks decent. What if I up? Now, what if I pull this back? I think that looks great. I might try to make it taller. What if I did make this like 10? No, I think that's too tall. I have to go like 10 and 4. I mean, that looks a little tougher, I guess. Is there still hot pink in there? Yeah, like it's coming from the sky. I'd probably raise it up a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. And then what I can do too is take this earth effect 3, have a lightning effect 2. That's on the ground. So actually the lightning needs to come up even more. Oh. Let me check real quick. I think I might need to make sure that it's in the back. Maybe on the lightning itself. Let's see. I'm not sure. It's hard. It's hard because it's billboarding. Yeah, I could make some bright flashes as well with it. So let's yeah, let's do that. Let's okay, let's have like 3 of these with really short lifespans. Right? Like 0.1. Does that work? No, it does not. I want it to kind of like so does that work? I don't think it does. Maybe like shorter. Something like that, maybe. And then what I can do is, yeah, add another one that's just flash, just bright flashes here. So what I can do is... That's fine. I'll wait on that. I think I can do that. Just kind of make the screen flash also. But this is okay for now. Let me make the ground like blue or something instead of this. Let's see. So process. Let's make this recursive. And then let me add this. Oh, I'm subtracting, right? So I'd want to subtract. Yeah, I can do that. I'll have the flashes in later. I'll probably add flashing for a lot of the animations, potentially. I already have them in a lot of places. Let me add our script to this. Attach a script. I want the earth effect. Script. And then on this right here, I will add the lightning effect 2. Turn this back to one shot. Okay, so this is what this will look like. Something like that. I think it'll look pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have the same problem though of the... Okay, so instead of like the gaping hole, maybe I have a different... I think I might have a different thing here that I can use that's just like cracks. Is that what I was using already? Kind of just like burning it a little bit, right? What about this? Yeah, that's the problem is like this one. Maybe I should make this like the floor textures its own thing. 'Cause they're going to show up like on the different... The cracks would look good. Like not those cracks, but these cracks I think would look fine under everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go with that and we'll see what that looks like for lightning. What was the other one I was doing? I feel like I got distracted from something. Actually I did get distracted. What did I get distracted from? Oh, I was okay, I'm gonna go to the spells real quick and I'm just gonna add a quick thing here. Magic definition here. Do I already have... I might already have one that I can kind of hijack. So let me see, like for air, what do I got here? I don't. So I do need to add... Shrink it and make it random spread. I don't know how much I can do random spread. Shrink it and make it random spread. You're saying so it doesn't look all like... I see what you're saying. It's already pretty big, actually. Which the lightning might be too big. Just judging based on this, I might have to shrink the lightning. What happens if I do make this 2? I think that's gonna look really skinny. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't know about random spread. I can add some randomness to it, like the spawn angle between like -180 and 180. Does that do anything here? Not necessarily. Oh, you know, well, let's go like -90 to 90. Well, no. Okay, angle curve. Let's see. I don't know why I couldn't get this. I think it's because like the particle might be spinning, but maybe, well, like, I mean, if I turned on, for example, if I turned on angular velocity, it's still not spinning. Interesting. Oh, I see. I see. I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. I can do that. So I can have these spawn in a box instead. It's like a 2x0x2 box. And then what I can do, I don't know why this isn't working. I thought for sure this would work fine. And then what I can do is, which this also isn't working, so it's possible, like, because I have them not billboarding, they're just there. But I'm a little surprised. Anyway, so 2x2x2 box, I can make them smaller, make these like a 2x2, or maybe 5x5, right? And then I can make like 10 of them show up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So then whenever you add the lightning on top of that, oh yeah, yeah. Let's yeah, I might try making it a little tiny bit smaller, but yeah, I agree. I think that'll look pretty good. So let's see what that looks like. All right, let's play it. And then yeah, I need to probably call it a night for tonight. It's getting pretty late, but next time I'll go ahead and add that I'll add the code here for essentially the I'll add the code to be able to like tag spells as like area, where it just does it in the middle very big instead of throughout, and then that'll be better. That'll be good. All right, let's see what these look like. Okay, first we'll do lightning. I have a feeling they're gonna be way too big. Let's see. Oh, broke. Okay, because there is no sub effect too. Okay, it broke because no, you're good. You're good. We got there. I mean, I got most of it done. I could say if sub effect. Do this. If sub effect. Dude, did you see them? I'll have to check the VOD. I didn't think they showed up. I thought it broke before they showed up. Can you clip that? Maybe I just missed it out. So if those were too big, I'll just make them a little smaller. How big too big were they? Like I said, I didn't even realize they were oh, okay, I got it. That's what I thought. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's see what this looks like. I think the lightning's gonna look pretty good. Let's find out. Yeah, if I keep adding these sort of things, I think they'll be cool. Like when the fire comes up, it kind of leaves the ground a little toasty and then fades out. I think that's cool. And I can modify, like for lightning, maybe it makes sense to not fade in, right? And fade out. Maybe it makes sense for them to just instantly appear and then fade out. And those kind of changes are pretty easy to do. So I think this adds a lot, actually. A lot of variability here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, I didn't see the ground things at all, interestingly enough. Maybe I didn't assign them. I did assign them. Maybe they need to come up. Maybe they were underground. What's the transform I have on these? They were big, so let me, real quick, make it a little smaller. Like 0.8, maybe? For this. Let me think real quick. So for lightning, I have if sub effect. If sub effect 2, I think that should work. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. It was a big square, so no problem. Yeah, clipping on the phone's a nightmare. Yeah, clipping on a phone is awful. No problem. I was just gonna see if I could, because I can pull up clips like right here really easily. I can't make clips from right here really easily. I guess I probably could, but it's fine. Oh, there's totally a clip that button. So, yeah, I could have hit that. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay. I didn't raise it up at all, but this should give me the lightning size, and then from here I can modify and maneuver it. I could have also broke the script. Let me check. Let me test it with Earth. I know Earth was working well. I don't know if the if node works. I'll have to check. So let's try Earth first, just because I know Earth was working. We're gonna see what happens here. Okay, Earth still works. So that tells me that was right. All right. So let's try lightning here. All right, yeah, they just need raised up a little tiny bit. Interestingly, the ground parts probably need to be a whole lot smaller. They were huge. And really coming out of the box by quite a bit. Maybe I'll take these down. What'd I do for lightning? Like 0.75 or 0.8? 0.8. Maybe I take these down to like 0.5. I do need to raise them up a bit. So like, let's go 0.25. All right, save that. All right, let's see how that looks. Okay, I think that's pretty close. I'm gonna move this over to this screen and we'll keep editing. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. So let me go like to 0.35. Let's try it. Okay. I think I want to try... what did I just do? Okay. I think I want to try making them just instantly appear. So I'd be on lightning effect 2. And then my alpha curve, right? Just have them instantly appear and then fade out. Like this. And I might make them live a bit longer too. Like lifetime of like 2 seconds. Let's see what that looks like. I think we're getting close though. right, she kind of ruined the animation there. That's okay. I think that was better. All right. And I think it's glowing enough that it flashes, which is kind of cool. All right, let's try this one more time. Hey, notice a fun little thing here. My spell is getting super weak. And it's getting super weak because look at the map. If you look at the map at the top right? If you see how close the map is, like in the top right of the screen, away from lightning is getting really weak, and that's why I'm doing 1 damage, which is kind of cool. All right. Yeah, it's gonna pretty much do nothing now. I think that looks pretty good. There might be a little too much. Oh, you know what? Check this out. Check this out real quick. If I do water now, deals a ton of damage. Yeah, I think instant looks much better. Uh-oh. He's gonna take me out. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks good for like the earth for it to kind of fade in, but I think lightning. All right. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right. So next stream then, I'm going to implement essentially a way to flag the spells as AoE or like their spawn location, I guess. Like water, I'll change to where it just kind of sweeps over the whole party or your entire location. A lot of these I won't. Like dark price stays the same. Air, I might make a whole tornado. Yeah, I like that feature. It's a cool mechanic for sure. It keeps you from casting the same spell over and over again. Congratulations on you just hit the 100th message. So congratulations. But with that, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It is getting late. Let me see if I have someone here I can raid. Let's see, Chrono Zero. I'll raid Chrono Zero. Chrono Zero is pretty cool. We'll give a quick hey to him. Yeah, good night. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, we'll talk soon.